Good morning, church. Let's talk about Mark chapter 14. A lot happening in this chapter. Judas makes his deal to betray him. There's the Passover feast. There's Jesus foretelling Peter's denial. There's the arrest of Jesus. There's Jesus before the council in his first false trial. And then Peter's denying Jesus. There's so much going on leading up to Jesus' death. But right in the middle of this is one of my favorite things about being a pastor. One of my favorite things about being in church in general, but certainly of being a pastor, is the institution of the Lord's Supper. As a pastor, my two favorite things are baptism and the Lord's Supper. I love to be a part of the sacraments because they're designed to be these beautiful pictures of God's grace for us. In baptism, we see the old being cast off and a new thing being raised up, new life given to an old creature. I love that. And I love being in the water with somebody when they're being baptized because I know that I'm getting to be a part of this really intimate moment of announcement and of rejoicing with this believer. And I love the Lord's Supper. And he says, take this is my body. And he says, take, this is my blood of my covenant poured out for many. And we do these things on a regular basis. And we say, this is the body of Christ, and this is the blood of Christ. And we all take and we eat and we drink, and we remind ourselves of Jesus' sacrifice, his immense love, the suffering that he was willing to take on our behalf. I love leading people into those moments because they're so important. They're central to our eternal salvation. I love those things. And so I just want to encourage you today to stop in the midst of all this suffering that Jesus is dealing with. He stops and he has this supper with his disciples. So I want to say to you, I don't get to serve to you the cup and the bread today, but just take a minute to stop and consider the sacrifice of Jesus, the body that was broken for you, and the blood that was poured out. It's such a beautiful gift. His love for you is so immense. So just take a few minutes and just drink in the love of Christ poured out for you.